The Watcher's creed dictates that we observe and recount the events unfolding in the endless worlds. However, for some, the irresistible urge to get a closer look overrides our creed. So let us delve into our story, focusing on Kim Taehyun. Taehyun slowly opened his eyes to the sensation of being slapped on his face. "Are you awake now?" Taehyun, puzzled, as he looked at the individuals around him, realizing that it was Huku, the one who had bullied him during his high school days. He was confused about why Huku had suddenly appeared in front of him. The last place he remembered standing was in the abyss just moments before.
"Sensei, why do I feel like you took a shot at me? All I did was convince a god of this world to take an interest in a porter who, despite not awakening, still tried his best to gain strength. As the last man standing, his lifelong wish came true. Taehyun fulfilled the conditions for awakening, and a mysterious figure named King appeared. King decided to bestow his authority upon Taehyun, expressing admiration for his will and tenacity. A blinding light enveloped him as King mentioned that a day would come when Taehyun would understand everything, and everything went dark. In the darkness, Taehyun heard a voice asking if he was sleeping. Later, he realized his eyes were closed, and people around him assumed he was ignoring them.
And now we got another pussyfoot with knowledge of the future that's given a second chance to change his and everyone else's fate. I won't tolerate a sequel to The Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. That Tales Videos playlist is waiting for you viewers in the comments. So, kindly keep quiet and observe WB how the job is really done. Huku continued slapping him, but Taehyun paid little attention, focusing instead on deducing what had transpired. He recalled a mysterious man who had told him that he was now bestowed with his authority.
"No thanks is needed. I know I did him a solid with this. My actions were just making it fall under fair use, and it makes for a better story."
WB, no need for your comments. The onslaught of slaps from Huku continued. Taehyun erupted into laughter, startling Huku and the others. Huku concluded that Taehyun had gone mad, yet Taehyun's laughter persisted. Emboldened, Taehyun landed a confident punch on Huku, causing him to vomit blood and collapse, leaving his comrades in shock. With tears streaming down and a wide grin, Taehyun had truly awakened. Remaining motionless, Taehyun wiped his tears as the bullies activated their powers, charging towards him, mocking him as a nobody. A bully attacked with flames. Taehyun deflected it and responded with a powerful punch to the face, followed up with a swift kick into another bully's stomach, sending him soaring. Amidst the emotional moment, Taehyun acknowledged the exhaustive efforts put in during his 35 unawakened years, from fundamental physical training to acquiring knowledge of the abyss, monsters, various skills, and interpersonal combat. The bullies regrouped for another charge, but Taehyun struck them a second time, effortlessly rendering them unconscious. Satisfied with his victory over the bullies, Taehyun admitted the necessity of re-engaging in physical training. Glancing aside, Huku was struggling to accept Taehyun's awakening, driven by anger, transformed using his C-rank stone skin skill. Swinging his stone-covered fist, Huku aimed to punch Taehyun, who dodged as the ground exploded. Seizing the opportunity, Taehyun materialized behind him with a clenched fist, delivering a powerful punch. Dumbfounded, Taehyun observed his own blood splattered around. Huku asked what Taehyun was doing, and Taehyun pulled back his hand, realizing he hurt himself by hitting Huku. Huku punched Taehyun, causing him to fly away and slide on the ground, his face covered in blood. Huku was not satisfied, belittling Taehyun and stating that he was just a lowly, unawakened bastard. Huku continuously mocked Taehyun's chances against him, a C rank, with Taehyun possessing an unknown and unheard-of skill of the worst rank. Despite Taehyun's belief that he couldn't win, Huku was shocked to see Taehyun suddenly possess a mysterious power, confirming that Taehyun had truly awakened.
"Sensei, it's quite reasonable for him to have initial doubts. Awakened abilities come with varying ranks, from the lowest, F rank, to the highest known as S rank. These abilities also enhance their physical capabilities as well. And I think we've been saying his name wrong too. I believe it's pronounced Taehyun."
That tends to happen from time to time. However, staring at his own hand, Taehyun marveled at the unfolding phenomenon was a manifestation of his power. The magic responded to his will, leaving him uncertain about the intricacies of the event. However, one thing remained clear for Huku. Everything would culminate once he defeated the caster. As Huku lunged at him, Taehyun extended his hand, and releasing his skill, stopping Huku's advances. A primal scream escaped Huku as his stone skin shattered under the impact of Taehyun's formidable manifestation of his predation skill. Unnoticed by the students within the school, the surroundings transformed into a sea of red due to Taehyun's burgeoning magical power. Smoke enveloped the area around Taehyun as Huku succumbed to total unconsciousness, collapsing to the ground. Despite the visibly fatigue, Taehyun noticed a notification on the status window signifying the completion of Predation. By preying upon his target, Taehyun's rank ascended from F rank to rank E, and his hands gradually metamorphed into stone. The system declared the acquisition of a new skill and confirmed the successful registration of the skill, Huku's Stone Skin. In the aftermath of the commotion, Taehyun took himself to the school's clinic, where the nurse was left dumbfounded by his entrance, bringing in 3 unconscious men. Offering the lady a brief smile, her confusion turned into a scream as Huku and the others lay on clinic beds to recuperate. Leveraging the nurse's healing abilities, Taehyun's injuries were addressed, and to divert any probing questions, he spun a tale of all of them rolling down the stairs. Fully healed, Taehyun left the school, reveling in his triumph of awakening and settling the score with Huku. However, a new conundrum surfaced with his predation skill. Its rank barely moved after a lifetime of training, but surged after a single altercation. Despite its F rank classification, its newfound potency surpassed that of a C rank. Taehyun grappled with the mystery of why the enigmatic figure from the abyss bestowed this power upon him and triggered his regression. Filled with unanswered questions, he recognized the imperative to unravel the secrets concealed within the predation skill.
What I'm finding interesting is that this main character stands out from typical regression protagonists by facing a unique challenge. He lacks a predetermined goal or motivation upon being sent back. Unlike other regression characters who often embark on a journey driven by a specific purpose or mission, he grapples with the uncertainty of his newfound situation.
The blank canvas of the character's path invites a journey marked by unpredictability, introspection, and the promise of profound revelations.
You know, I'll gladly put down some cash on the fact that your brilliant lecture went soaring over their head, Sensei. Truly enlightening as always.
If karma has a sense of humor, it seems to be having a hearty laugh at my expense, for I find myself burdened with the enigma of having you as my student. Arriving home, Taehyun couldn't suppress a smile, acknowledging it had been a while since he set foot in his house. Orphaned after his parents' demise, he resided with his uncle's family, entering the house with the intention of seeking information on similar skills. He encountered a surprise. People inside, other than his cousin Jae-young, observing a box of money and recalling Jae-young's role in a previous encounter in his past life that placed the family in a bind. The leader, seeing Taehyun was Jae-young's cousin, advised him to mind his own to avoid trouble. Responding with a smile, Taehyun decided to test something, delivering a punch to the man, sending him crashing to the floor. The unexpected punch left the man salivating, shocking his comrades. Taehyun swung his arm towards the man, saying predation, frightening the leader, who pleaded him to stop. Confused, a system notification screen told him that the function was inaccessible. The leader was equally bewildered but sent a kick to his head, sending Taehyun to the ground. The leader and his 2 comrades unleashed C-rank bind, poison, and bleed skills simultaneously. Taehyun, standing amidst the skills, was stunned, unable to move, was hit head-on by the combined attacks. Purple smoke filled the house, and the leader accused Taehyun of pretending to be awakened. In the midst of chaos, the system informed Taehyun that the usage of skills had been detected and the skills were neutralized. Expressing his confusion, Taehyun retaliated with a punch, and he proceeded to beat the dog shit out of the group. Relishing the sight of the bullies lying on the floor, fighting them revealed 2 things. The status window was visible only to himself, with detailing information, and his current rank was now E. Contemplating why predation didn't activate, Taehyun realized that factors beyond mana must influence its use. As he pondered, his cousin bowed down, expressing remorse. Despite considering him a fox, family is family.
Yeah, family. The ones that will uplift you to great heights or be the first to mess you over. But it is quite shocking that his skill didn't activate. There must be a condition that first have to be met before it can take effect. For an overpowered skill like this, it only makes sense that it has its drawbacks too.
Like how I couldn't choose my student, people can't choose who they are blood-related too. Taehyun's recent actions have cast an uncertain shadow over the fate of his family. Whether for better or worse remains a mystery. With no defined goal in sight, he seems to be navigating through life on the fly. The intervention with his cousin was more a stroke of happenstance than a planned move, showcasing the unpredictability of Taehyun's journey. As he continues to unfold his destiny with a vague awareness of future events, we find ourselves on the edge, eagerly witnessing the twists and turns that his seemingly spontaneous choices will bring about. Elsewhere within the city, inside a restricted area limited to authorized personnel, a critical situation that can go out of hand at any moment was happening. 3 individuals observed monsters trying to emerge from a gate. A gate is a phenomenon where a path to the abyss suddenly opened up in space. The leading man explained that it had been a decade since the last gate break, emphasizing the urgency due to the gate's sudden creation. Despite the imminent danger, the man reassured the terrified onlookers that his B-rank barrier skill could protect them, asserting that the C-rank monsters posed no significant threat. As the monsters relentlessly attacked, the barrier finally gives and shattered, leaving the man and the frightened women behind him in shock. The monsters, diverse in size and appearance, stood out from regular C-rank creatures. The man, a B-ranker, confidently claimed they could handle these C-rank monsters. Meanwhile, Taehyun, accompanied by his cousin, approached the area. Taehyun, aware of the gate break's initial estimate being C-rank, discussed the situation with his cousin, who figured that if what Taehyun was saying true, then what's there to worry about? However, Taehyun revealed a crucial point. His words were valid only if the dungeon was genuinely C-rank. In the restricted area, the man struggled with the monsters. Surprised that low-rank creatures could breach his barrier, he activated another barrier to contain a monster within it. Suddenly, a massive monster, a giant ogre of A rank, roared and broke through the barrier. With his strongest barrier shattered, the man was shocked, realizing the monster surpassed his rank. They were more than screwed. Simultaneously, Jae-young questioned Taehyun's knowledge of the events. Everything Taehyun had just told him was a hard pill to swallow. Truth be told, he was unaware that Taehyun had returned to the past and experienced this disaster before. To maintain credibility, Taehyun lied, attributing his insights to intuition. As chaos unfolded, monsters attacked citizens, instigating panic and prompting people to flee, recognizing it as a full-fledged gate break.
Well, isn't this just the cherry on top? Taehyun sure knows how to make an entrance.
With monsters running rampant and citizens in panic, for even the most adept can be caught off guard.
Well, if a dog chases his tail long enough, he will one day bite himself in the ass, that's for sure. And Sensei, it looks like Taehyun took center stage and wrapped up the monster situation while we were engrossed in our discussion. No need to worry though. I'm confident our viewers didn't miss a moment unless, of course, they were busy showing some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. But as you were saying, sir.
Back to the streets, Tien recognized that his previous predation failures were linked to fatigue. Tien's current fatigue level was at 52%, and he knew that if it exceeded 70%, his predation wouldn't activate. He acknowledged the complexity of managing fatigue, affecting both skill usage and physical activity. However, Tien discovered a workaround. He could absorb dead monsters to recover mana without depleting it. As he successfully predicated on the monsters, Tien's rank advanced to D rank, and his skills, including Predation and Stone Skin, upgraded to D rank as well. He speculated on the potential for substantial growth, envisioning the possibility of reaching S rank or even the elusive SSS rank. Contemplating whether to return home, Tien heard commotion above him. It was Hyun-soo, engaged in a fierce battle against an A-rank giant ogre. Hyun-soo, wielding a golden sword, sought revenge for the souls of the slain. Witnessing Hyunsu's skillful defeat of the monster, Taehyun was in awe. He realized that the man before him was an A-ranked awakened, and the one who had single-handedly resolved the gate break in his first life. As Taehyun regressed, Hyunsu, in his emotional victory, referred to the defeated monster as an idiotic one who had met his end at the hands of Justice Sword Hyunsu.
Is he doing a prayer for that thing? Yeah, I'm going to say it since it may come off as a stereotype, but why are some strong characters created stupid in most stories? Can someone answer this for me in the comments?
Suddenly, Hyunsu felt a force strike him from behind, causing him to vomit blood as he turned to find himself attacked. The assailant confidently declared his presence, revealing himself as Han Sango, a B-ranked villain with a stealth skill. Taehyun, observing both men, wondered if his regression had altered the future. Hyunsu, fueled by anger, charged towards Sango. However, they were interrupted by a resurrected giant ogre, surprising everyone present. Sango, impressed with the ogre's regeneration, decided to leave Hyunsu to face the monstrous adversary. Yet, sensing Taehyun behind him, Sango acknowledged the unexpected spectator. Sango aimed to strike Taehyun. Taehyun activated his stone skin in time to counter the attack. The battle unfolded with Sango trying to overcome Taehyun's defenses, while Hyunsu simultaneously struggled to defeat the giant ogre. Sango, realizing Taehyun's skills, expressed surprise that his weapons were ineffective. Infuriated, Sango activated his stealth skill and disappeared. Annoyed by Sango's hidden presence, Taehyun swung his arm, claiming Sango's attack was futile. However, Sango reappeared, slicing Taehyun's arm and causing his blood to spill. Sango mocked Taehyun, emphasizing the weaknesses of seemingly invincible skills. Despite using his stone skin to block attacks, Sango revealed its flaw. Crushed parts are replaced by a stone of lower durability. Despite the setback, Taehyun maintained confidence in his physical abilities, suggesting a hand-to-hand fight was still viable. As blood dripped from his body, Taehyun acknowledged the flaw in stone skin and proposed wrapping up the test. Sango, confused, faced an unexpectedly resilient opponent.
Sango appears oblivious to the predicament he's in, underestimating the depth of trouble he's facing. Taehyun, seemingly using the live combat scenario to fine-tune his abilities. With this in mind, it raises the question, will the upcoming ass-whooping require any form of censorship?
Sango, feeling a sinister mana, realized Taehyun had been hiding this skill. Taehyun expressed a desire to meet Sango. Sango laughed, but his eyes widened when Taehyun explained that he wanted to acquire Sango's stealth skill. Sango dashed towards Taehyun, claiming that Taehyun had gone mad after being cornered. Confident he couldn't be defeated, Sango activated his stealth skill. Despite Sango's elusiveness, Taehyun, using his experience with Predation, Taehyun realized that his ability was akin to the combined 3 great dojutsus of Naruto.
It's Naruto.
Huh.
It's Naruto, not Naruto or Naruto. It's just Naruto. The original anime tells you how it's pronounced.
At this point, I don't care. Now, as I was saying, Taehyun managed to hit him. Sango was defeated just before morning.
If you're finding this story engaging, feel free to drop a comment below. I'd love to discuss the unfolding narrative and hear your thoughts. And if you're enjoying the tales shared, don't forget to hit that like button. For more captivating stories like this, simply click on any of the links by my side, and together, let's dive into more immersive worlds. Your feedback and interaction make this journey all the more exciting.